Hi guys, in this video I will show you how to show or hide password after clicking on an image icon. So first of all let me create a folder. So I am going to use Vite web development server to host my files. So to use Vite we have to use this command called npm create Vite. After that it will ask us to name our project. I am going to name it as I, and after that it will ask the library. I am going to select React and then JavaScript language. After that, we have to go to this file and then install it. Sorry, it should be npm I. After that, it will install the necessary packages. Just wait for some time. So it is successfully installed. Now let's open this in VS Code by using command code dot so that it will open our application in VS Code. So to run our application, we have to use npm run dev command. After that, our application will be posted on this port number 5173. Let's open it. So this is the default output. Let's remove the unnecessary file. Our output will be look like this. So now let's create a div tag with class name input container, and inside this we are going to create an input element with type is password. Let's create another folder inside this src folder with name images, and let's copy these two images, I open and I slash, and paste it inside this images folder. Now let's import these two images inside this app.jsx file by giving import I open from images folder. Inside this I open .png, and let's import iClose image. Import iClose from images I slash .png. You can give the name whatever you want here. I'm just giving I open and I close for the naming convention. So after that, first it is password. So I have to show this I slash image. So let's give image tag and source as. So to use JavaScript expression inside this JSX, we have to give inside this curly braces folder. So I close. Now our let's give alternate text as I close. Now let's see our output. So this is the output. Let's make this content to be centered. So for that we have to go to this index.css file. Let's give body display of flex justify content of center to make our content horizontally center. Let's give align item center to vertically center our content, and height of 100 vh. So now our content is centered. Let's change this change the size of this image icon. So for that we have to go to this app.css file. First of all, let's style this input container. Input container display of flex, and let's give some gap between this gap of 10 pixels. So there is a gap between these two elements. Now let's decrease this size of the image by using dot input container and image. Let's make this width of 30 pixels as well as height 30 pixels. Now this is the output. Let's give some background color to this input element. So to select that we have to go select input container and then input. Let's give some padding of 10 pixels, background color some black, and the color be white, some border radius of 10 pixels. Let's increase the font size to 30 pixels. So now let's give line item center. So this will be centered. Line item center. Now it's looking good. Let's remove the border for this input. Border none. Okay. So after I'm typing something, the password is not visible. So I have to show this password after clicking on this I button. So you have to conditionally render this password field. So for that we are going to use conditional operator, which is an alternative way to use if else condition. But ternary operator is simple than the if else. So first of all, let me create a state variable with like I comma set I, and then use state. You can give whatever variable you want, and then we have to use state. Initially, the value of this I should be false. So this should be conditionally rendered. So it is a JavaScript expression. So I have to enclose those variables inside this curly braces. So we are conditionally rendering based on this I variable. So initially I value is false. If I value is false, we are going to, let me write it first. So if the I value is false, we are going to set this input type as password. So if it is password, we have to render this iClose tag. So for that, again we are going to depend on this state variable I. So if it is true, it should be text. So if it is text, the this image should be rendered. If it is password, this closed icon image should be displayed. So for that, if it is true, the input type is text. So we should render this I open. So if it is false, we are going to render I close. So after clicking, let me type something. After clicking on this icon should be changed, as well as this input type should be changed from text to password to text. So for that, we have to set on click event on this image tag. On clicking it, we are going to call a function called handle click. Or let's create this handle click function. Handle click. So on clicking this, we are going to change this I variable value from false to true. So for that, so this set I function is used to update the value of this I variable. So let's call this set I. So to change the value of I from false to true, let's just give this not operator and then I. So this will change from false to true after clicking on this I icon. So now if you try enter something like hi, so if I click on this, after clicking on this, it will go to this handle click function, and set then this set a function will change the value of I. It will change the I value from false to true. So if the I value is true, the input type of this input will be text. So and the image, if the I value is true, this I open image will be displayed. So let me click on this. So if I click on this, you can see the input type is changed from password to text so that it will be visible, and the icon is also visible based on this conditional ternary operator. So now the value of I is true because we have clicked on this I image. So again, if I clicked on this, handle click function will be triggered, and inside this handle click function we have another function called set I. So as the I value is true, this set I function will set this I value from true to false. So if it is false, we are going to change this input type to password, and then image will be iClose, which is this I slash dot png image. So again, if I click on this, you can see the image icon is changed, as well as the type is also changed from password to text. So again, if I click on this, it will be this. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching.